Hi everybody, welcome back to Majestic Collectibles, flea market, antique mall, bin store, auction finds. And I couldn't fit that all in the title of the video, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm kind of curious right now too. So I've got a mishmash of stuff from some different sources. It's been really slow on the picking front. The last, well, really since the end of June, so almost a month now. It's, let's see, July, what, 26th-ish today? I can't remember the exact date. Be right in there. And I don't know. Usually the sales and things do slow down, at least online. That's been pretty typical, but I'm usually able to buy a lot. So this has been really interesting. I don't know why all of a sudden this year, with the slow economy and the high interest and inflation, typically in that scenario I get a lot of stuff coming out of the woodwork, but not so far. But that's okay. It's out there. It's just a matter of, you know, staying patient, staying in the market. If you guys get a chance, you know, click like, hit subscribe, check out our other videos. And so I'm going to get started on this mishmash. This is auction. This is from a different auction. This is, here, I'll lift it up here. Flea market. This is actually leftover from the flea market find from July. That's the stuff I couldn't find before. Let's see, and we'll go through it in detail. Bin store, and just got these probably 45 minutes ago, so I'll show you those. That was a walk-in at the antique mall where I have a booth, so I didn't buy it from another person. They contacted me and I met them there. And this is garage sale. So, whoop, that didn't, there, now I got it in the frame. So I'm going to start here on the leftover stuff. This is the weird science fantasy I got from Chad at Collectibles up in Minnesota. This is the one I couldn't find. It got locked up in my show stuff. It was with my bags and boards for some reason. Low grade, so not great. It is a Frank Frazetta cover. What's left of it. Cover is detached. I think the centerfold, I can't remember. Chad's going, oh, I told you, but you know, I'm old, I forget. No, it looks like it's good, just a little loose. So really good paper quality. Don't see those a lot where I'm at. I've got a couple copies of that, probably similar condition, to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever got one above good. I don't think I even have a VG copy, but I do pick up the ECs, especially the horror sci-fi stuff, whenever I can get it. So this is from the other dealer next to me at the flea market, Ken. So Chad and Corey, they're on my right side, and Ken's on my left. He usually doesn't deal in comics. He bought some other things, and these were in here. And some stuff this is one I don't see a lot, the Charlie Chan character and comic. This is the 60s, but it's not one I see. Some Our Army at War, and really, really nice looking books, but they all have a sub crease, pretty deep one too. Some light soiling. They're not big sellers, but great Joe Kubert cover art on most of these. Well, I think all the Sergeant Rocks. I don't know who did he do the GI Combat? I don't see his name on there, so maybe he did, maybe he didn't. He did a lot of them. He didn't do all of them, though. This is the neat thing. This is probably going to be boring for most people, but for a comic geek like me. So what this is, what you're looking at, is somebody evidently had a subscription to a comic, and this is what they did. Boy, if this doesn't make you cringe as a collector, you have no heart or soul. So I want to show you how this came to them, because that's the original wrapper. Came out of Independent News Company, New York. Second class postage at Sparta, Illinois. I don't know who the Alan Conover is from Lamar's. That's the ice cream capital of the world. But look at this. Our Army at War, Sergeant Rock, brilliant color, 182. Oh my gosh, they literally just folded this thing. Look at that, flat as a pancake on the spine. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine being a comic collector or any type of collector today, and this is how they sent you? Look at how deep that is. Oh, what a tragedy. And it's brilliant color, brilliant condition. Probably close to VF. And this is really the reason I bought it, because I've had other subscription comics. I don't know if we get that back in now or not. But I tell you what, I could not turn it down having the original sleeve. But totally tragic situation there. But that's evidently how they did it back in the 1960s, at least with the Army at war. Holy smokes, what a tragedy on that. So next up, because these are in the way and they're kind of bulky, picked these up just a couple days ago. I think they were, I don't know, $4 for the 3, and there's a what do you call it? Commission on it, sales commission, buyer's premium on it. So it's probably like $7-8. This is from Pizza Ranch. It's a chain of restaurants that started in my mom's hometown of Hull, Iowa. And as a kid, I actually ate here before it was Pizza Ranch. I can't remember what it was called. I ate there with my parents and grandparents. And I remember when it started, and it's still the #1 store in the chain, is Hull, Iowa, up in northwest Iowa. It's not something I see that comes up for sale a lot. And they had a lot of restaurant equipment, heavy equipment, you know, and I had no interest in that really. But the napkins going here and the condiments in there, and a lot of people, parents and families, you know, take their kids to the pizza, and I call it Chicken Ranch because I like their chicken buffet. And so it's a neat little kind of history piece of Americana. I don't think it's worth a lot. Going to give one to my sister. She's coming up next week for a visit, so I think I'm going to give her one of those. And pretty good shape, little paint loss on that one, no big deal. You know, you can touch it up. These things are really super heavy. They're not cast, but they are very, I don't know, they must be over 18 gauge steel. I'm not sure, 16, but they're a heavy little piece. But just something fun I picked up. Don't really have any resale plans for the napkin and condiment holders, just something fun that I saw. These came up on a auction about, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. And I've got a really long run of the Nom. Now, if you look in the guide, they don't book for much. And most of these are only VG. I think almost everyone, if not everyone, has a clearance sticker from something. I'm not going to remove them. It's not worth it. But I do have a lot of collectors. A lot of Army vets, of course. No mystery there. It's a book that sells really, really well for me. You know, $4 or $5 range, so nothing big. But one of the things that I rarely see is like a large stash. I rarely see the long runs. I get a lot of 2s, 3s, 4s, especially of the low numbered issues. And this is really nice because, boy, you get over about issue 40 or 50, they kind of start getting a little hard to find. And this collection has a bunch of that higher number stuff in there. And so, you know, that's what a lot of the folks around here, at least my customers, need this stuff to complete their collection, to fill it in. Those last probably 3, maybe 4 years, but I'd say 3 years for sure. And this ran for a long time. It actually was a pretty long running title, unlike Semper Fi, which, boy, was that a year? I can't remember. Didn't run near as long. So it's got these higher numbered ones where they start getting harder to find. And it's really interesting because the later ones have, I guess, better artists. They must have sold well enough. They started putting, I guess, better known cover artists and things on there. So that was interesting. So that was a nice little group of Nom comics. Let's see, where do I want to go next? Well, I'll go to the garage sale stuff. So Cam Kubawabi, he's been on some of my videos, picked this up for me. I think he said it was $20 for the stack. And there's a DVD. Well, that's Naruto. Well, there's a couple of them. Let me move this. So I've got, I think it's, well, I don't know if it's the whole run, but it's the first 12 volumes of De Grey Man. I've never read this one, and I guess now I don't have any excuses. No idea what they're worth, but thank you, Cam, for picking them up. I got to do some research. A couple of Naruto DVDs open, so probably not, oops, oh, it's got the, there we go, clasp on there. So nice shape, no scratches. I haven't tried to play them yet. I don't think there's a ton of money on the DVDs. I haven't done the research, but it's something that I do try and pick up anime manga stuff. Speaking of which, so bin stores. So here's a story. So Cam's been going to the bin stores for a while now and picking up stuff to sell online. I had no idea where he got that idea from. And he found these for me, and this was on Dollar Day. Okay, so this is a Demon Slayer backpack, very popular, current running show. And I think they're just, I think season 3 just came out about a month ago. And these are all brand new. I don't know if they're returns. My guess is overstock. To be honest with you, I am not a bin store guy. So this was literally my very first trip ever to the bins. And this is what I got. So I've got, let me see, is it 3? Oh no, I got more than that. So I got 1, 2, and three of these with that front, with that artwork, and then there's 2 more. And these have a little different artwork. Near as I can tell, they were really hard to find any type of pricing or sales with the backpacks from this artwork, so I'm kind of winging it. But I got 2 of those, so 5 total on the backpacks, $1 a piece. So I can't go wrong. Now here, I don't know if I can lift these all up or not. This is a vinyl banner. It's in Japanese, not the US. This is actually legit. By that I mean it's not a copy. Somebody can just print it off from their basement. It's a Mappa piece, and they make a lot of the licensed products. And you can see I got, yeah, it's not a wall scroll because they didn't have the tubes on each end, or at least when I got them. But most of these were taped, and you had to open them to see what they were, which is a bit of a bummer. But that's Chainsaw Man. I think they're a bit of an odd size, so probably millimeters. I want to say 18 by 11-ish, something like that. Really nice shape, though. Again, all brand new. Don't know what I'm going to get out of them yet. I haven't figured that one out. But again, at $1 a piece, and I got, well, I don't know how many I got. I got close to 20 of them. I don't even think that's the whole stack. So if those sell even for $5 a piece, I'll be in good shape. Now, the oddest thing I've bought in a long time, which is, that's saying something. This just came today. Somebody contacted me. They're from Minnesota. They just said, hey, we're going to be coming through Des Moines. Do you have time to meet? I got some stuff you might be interested in. I said, sure, no problem. And Yo-Yos. So this is a Hanna-Barbera 1975 Yo-Yos. Brand new, in the package, in the sleeve. This is Yogi. I don't know if you can see that, but the condition on it is fantastic. And let me, yep, there we go. I have a hard time reading it that small, so hopefully that'll show up. In 1975, Hanna-Barbera Productions, made in Hong Kong. I don't know what they're worth. I couldn't find hardly any of these things listed anywhere at any price, and I didn't see the display box at all. I got to go do some more research, but there was not a lot of information available. They're dinged up a little bit, but overall they still exist. And on here it says 1976. So I don't know if the Yo-Yos were made, then they shoved them in a box later. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. Here's the characters that are in there. So you have Yogi Bear, Hardy from Laurel and Hardy. Then we have Dino from the Flintstones, Pebble from the Flintstones, Bozo, started out in Chicago, so neighbor in Illinois, Pebbles and Yogi again, and then we got a couple of Freds, another Yogi, and there's Hardy, and we'll turn it around here, Huckleberry Hound, another Laurel, and there's Fred again. So unfortunately, I was really hoping there'd be like a Scooby-Doo, Laugh Olympics, Blue Falcon, and Dynamite. Wah, wah, wah. So no luck there. This is a half a case plus one, so there's 13. There's 24 in a case. This one was opened. Well, they're all opened. That one wasn't full. This is full. And much better shape on the box, and there you go. I don't want to fiddle with it too much. It is not a box designed to be very sturdy. Completely full there. And the next one, let me get that. I don't want to squish the box. And here's the last one I've got. So I got basically 2.5 display boxes full of these metal yo-yos. And there it is. So pretty darn cool. I don't know what they're worth. I don't think they're worth a ton. If anybody has any information on these, even just a blurb, never saw these growing up as a kid, never seen them at a show or collectibles or at an auction. They came out of the Fairmont, Minnesota area, out of a wholesaler that was up there. There was unsold merchandise is what I was told. So I don't know, if you got any info, give me a shout on it. It'd be great to hear from you. Oh, and finally, check back here in about 2 weeks, and we're going to have the name winner for the new gold van. So it's still not too late. If you've got any names for the van, just look at that van video where I've got Clifford next to the new gold one, and send me your thoughts. I haven't got anything new for a while. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.